upon a time. Can you please tell me that story?
Once upon a time, there was a young girl who lived on Shelter Island. One beautiful summer morning, as the birds were singing and the gentle waves were rolling upon the beach, the little girl heard something in the distance. What could that be? Curious, she went to find out. The beautiful sound got louder and louder until she came upon a student from the Perlman music program playing a violin. The young girl was in awe of the bright golden sound. She listened closely, and inspired, she tried to imitate the sound with her voice. Me, 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 me. She thought, those violin sounds are so beautiful, but too high for my voice. She thanked the P&P student for making glorious music and said goodbye. Suddenly, she heard another different sound in the distance. Now, what could that be? She followed the music and discovered a P&P'er playing a cello. The young girl was amazed by the deep, dark sound. She listened closely, and once again inspired, she tried to imitate the sound with her voice. Yum, bum. She thought, those cello sounds are also very beautiful, but too low for my voice. She thanked the P&P'er for making gorgeous music and said goodbye. Oh, how she wished to make music like that. If only her voice were higher like the violin, or lower like the cello. What was that? The girl followed a new sound, a sound that was right in the middle between the high violin and the low cello. She discovered a P&P'er playing a viola. Wow, she exclaimed, immediately excited and moved by the warm and friendly sound. The kind P&P'er told her that the viola's lowest and most magical string is called the C string. The girl thought that was probably because it sounded rich and sweet, like chocolate. C for chocolate. The girl fell in love with the viola and its chocolatey C string right then and there. It wasn't too high for her or too low for her. Me, 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 me. It was just right. She had finally found her voice. From that day on, the girl spent her days practicing slowly and joyfully singing with her viola. This made her very happy. The end. Welcome, kids! My name is Caitlin, and just like the little girl in the story you just heard, I play the viola. Now, raise your hand if you like stories. You do? Me too! One of the things I love most about the viola is that since it's not too high or too low, it sounds very close to the way my voice sounds. Because of this, I feel like I can tell stories and express my feelings using just my viola. What? How, you ask? Well, let's give it a try. Here is a way I can sound happy with my viola. Or sad. What if we tell a story in which someone is singing a lullaby? Or maybe we want to dance. Or go for a boat ride down the river. Or say we want to start our story with a powerful announcement. Anything is possible. There is a lot to love about the viola. Let's invite some friends now to tell us what they love about the viola. First, one of my teachers from when I was a student at PMP, cello superhero Mary Peckham. Mary, I'm curious, what's your favorite thing about the viola?
My favorite thing about the viola is the opening of the slow mo of the Brahms B flat sextet. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. It's fantastic.
Wow, Mary's right. That is one of my favorite moments for the viola in all of the music that's ever been written for the viola. Let's check in now with another one of my teachers when I was a student at PMP, viola superhero Roger Tapping. Roger, what's your favorite thing about the viola?
You know what I love about the viola? The C string.
Roger, you really are a viola superhero. That was gorgeous. Thank you for your beautiful playing. One of my favorite things about listening to music like we just heard is that there's no wrong way to listen. When I hear what Roger just played, I think it sounds like someone who is sad. Someone else might hear a color, maybe dark blue or purple. Another person listening might be reminded of a really soft fabric like velvet. There's no right way or wrong way to listen to music, only people using their imaginations and creative minds in different, beautiful ways. Let's ask some friends what the viola sounds like to them.
What do you think the viola sounds like?
Maybe bunnies?
I think the viola sounds like chocolate.
A cow.
I like the viola because it has a warm sound and because it sounds like chocolate.
A viola sounds like a high-pitched cello.
Viola sounds like creamy pudding and chocolate.
Butter? The bear shine like a rainbow.
The viola reminds me of a sweet dream
Chocolate!
and chocolate.
Or salt and pepper? The chocolate. The viola sounds like mac and cheese! Or meat.
A viola sounds like a chocolate donut. Yummy.
The viola sounds like chocolate!
Okay, so the viola sounds like chocolate. And who doesn't love that? Well, friends, it's time to say goodbye. As a thank you for your fantastic listening today, Roger and I would like to play a short piece for you. This piece was composed by Tim Mathé on Shelter Island at PMP. It's called Mountain Waltz. A waltz is a kind of dance. If you'd like to, you can get up and dance as we play. Or you can close your eyes and imagine you're dancing. Or you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the music. Thank you, Superhero Roger. And thank you all for joining me to learn about the viola today. As we learned, the viola can help us tell stories, express our feelings, has a gorgeous C string, and its rich, sweet sound sometimes sounds like chocolate. I'm curious to know, after watching today, do you have a favorite thing about the viola? If you do, please write to PMP and let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again. Bye.